Play, we're talking about leaving that 9 to 5 and stuff you probably didn't factor in. We know we all start with the biggest question, which is, can I afford to do this? Right? We all start there. And then you think, does this make sense? Is this the right timing? And those are the things that I'm going to say keep you stuck or where you spend most of your time. So today I'm doing a dive into 3 things you didn't factor in that you need to consider. And most people will never think about this until they're on the other side. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I just recently did because it absolutely involves leaving one thing and doing something new full time. So I'm going to be sharing my story of transition. So thank you guys for joining me. This is Win the Day, and I am Tanika D'Souza, the 100K Challenge Chick. My mission is to help empower women entrepreneurs to break the 100K income ceiling in their businesses. With that type of mission, I work with a lot of women and a lot of business owners who are in a 9 to 5, starting their businesses part time, and they have to make that choice about when is the most appropriate time. What are the things that I need to put in place so that I can then be full time in my business? So even though this is not like my main thing, this is something that almost all of my clients struggle with because they are transitioning and they want to make sure that they've solidified their business so that they can go full steam ahead to that 6-figure income. So that's what brings me to today's topic: 3 things you didn't factor in when making your decision about leaving that 9 to 5. How do I know this stuff? Outside of coaching a lot of people through it, seeing it firsthand, and experiencing it through my clients, I have my own story. And I will tell you, I have not worked a regular traditional 9 to 5, get a W-2, work for someone, go into their office, be on their schedule in over 15 years. 15 years ago, my husband and I, we just celebrated our 15th anniversary, but I married an entrepreneur. And while we were even engaged, he was just like, yeah, you and that whole job thing, that's really interesting and cute, but I don't think you should be doing that. And I had to really think about it. He was like, we're not married. I can't tell you what to do, but here's what I see that you can easily do to replace that income, whatever. So we started moving forward in that way. Fast forward 15 years, business coach, I'm helping other people do that type of transition work so that they can grow their business and concentrate on the things that are important to them, fulfilling purpose, all of those types of things. So we're breaking down 3 things you didn't factor. And that's because more recently, drum roll. I mean, I'm excited. I don't know if you're going to be excited with me, but the point is, I, for the longest time, have been running 2 businesses. Now, they're both mine. I had a bakery. My bakery is 14 years old. I cannot believe we've had a bakery that long, but it's something that I've had for a very long time. When we started that business, it was absolutely 1000% brick and mortar. I had to show up, do everything. And then we expanded into malls. Every mall had its own staff, managers. In the kitchen, we had the kitchen crew, the decorators, admin team, and then we also had drivers. So this was not a small me in my home kitchen baking up an order. This was a legit full service bakery, right? I did parties. I did those 7 and 9 tier wedding cakes, like all of that. So what I didn't realize is through all of that, I'm not going to say I didn't realize. Through all of that, I realized what I really loved to do was coach people and help other people start their businesses, because I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. As you are growing your business and telling other people that you're an entrepreneur, or they see the work that you do, they have questions. So you start to help them, or you give them advice. And I will say, not all of us are graced in this area, but I realized this was literally my sweet spot. I have degrees in counseling. I am a minister, and I've run my own business for a very long time. So it equipped me to be uniquely prepared to help other people, to have the patience, especially for those who are new in business. However, being a bakery owner with the number of employees we had and operations we had, I just felt so much obligation, I'm going to say, to keeping that business afloat, that I couldn't put myself full time into what I knew was my next step. And that's what I believe a lot of you are with your 9 to 5. It's like, I'm here, I'm doing great, I've been promoted, I'm a manager, my team depends on me. I love my company. And some of you are the opposite. It's like, I hate this company, but it pays well, it's paying my bills, the job market is crazy, and I don't want to go back out there. But then on the other side, you have this business that you know is what you are purposed to do. And so there comes the dichotomy, which is why a lot of you spend so much time trying to figure out, when is the best time for me to leave? What should I be factoring in? And as I started this video, we all consider, can I afford to? Even for me, if I'm saying we're going to close this bakery, well, can I afford to close it? I have kids, they have school tuition and dreams. I'm married. We have expenses. That's not lost on us. And I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So that money thing always comes in. So today I'm going to give you guys 3 points about things that I guess are now a lot clearer to me on the other side. So I'm about 2 weeks from closing the bakery. So we closed, and then literally the following week was like my best week as a business coach. I signed new clients. I had just so much growth just instantly, because I was able to devote more time and attention to that business. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that now, literally just a week or 2 out, I can see more clearly that I didn't factor into this decision. So I want you to listen for, yes, you do have to factor in, can you afford to leave? When's the right time? Have you set up your business or your systems in your business so that you can transition and get those things done? But I'm here to just share a few other things that you need to factor in that literally can change like who you are, the trajectory of what you're building in your business. So let's jump into that. And I said 3 because these are like kind of the bigger categories. So we'll break it down. And I know this may mean different things for all of us, but overall, these are 3 big things that you're not considering. So 1 is owning your time again, right? So a lot of us are like, yes, I want to be my own, run my own business because I want time freedom and financial freedom to earn whatever I want and do things at the time that I want to do them. But the thing that you're not considering is when you have your 9 to 5 and you're running your business, you don't own your time at all. And I can say that, speak from experience. It was either I was on for the bakery, which took a lot of my time, or I was doing client work. And so then where was the time for me? Like even little things right now, I own my time again. So I chose that this week I was going back to my green smoothies. I didn't have time to think about that before. And it was also, okay, I don't want to have to commute to the bakery, be there, trying to do the green smoothies, which for most of us is going to be a whole detoxing experience. There was just so many things that I couldn't think through. And yes, you say I want to own my time, but what does that mean for you? For me, it means flexibility. It means taking on new adventures if I choose to. It means being involved in things that I couldn't say yes to before or totally missed an opportunity. Just yesterday, I met someone. She's running her business in the UK. She's also a business coach, and she and I chat. And I haven't talked to her in a while, but I realized some of that is my fault. And she sent me a message last night and said, "Hey, we're doing this networking with ambitious women. I thought of you. I hope you can join us." And she sent me like a link. So I followed it and realized, oh, the time that they're meeting, I'm actually available. Why? Because I'm not running this other business. Now I get to go network with these ambitious women from all over the world because I have given myself the opportunity of owning my time, right? So for you, you might say, I just want my time back because I'm missing my kids' sports events, or I'm not present at home when I'm supposed to be home and having dinner. Like I'm so stressed or I'm so tired that I just really am not showing up. And I want you to think that there's so much more to owning your time that you can't even fathom yet because you're so stuck in this rut of balancing those two jobs. So that part has been amazing for me so far, especially that I can just tell my family, hey, I'm doing my green smoothies. You know, it's the top of a month. I'm going to do this for this many days. This is my plan. And I can execute that. I don't have to work. I can control like where I'm going, the times that I'm doing things, blocking off my schedule so that I can take care of myself. So that was a huge, huge win for me, especially given that I'm 2 weeks into this. Number two, clarity in thought. This is where I have absolutely seen a lot of my clients struggle. And now that I am on the other side, I can see how I can have so much more clarity because I'm not trying to think through two different things. So, running the bakery, a lot of you are going to be listening and say, "Oh, that sounds so fun. Like why why is she complaining about that?" I'm not complaining about it, but in order to run it, there was inventory needed, there was time needed to produce everything, deliver everything, deal with clients, even though my husband did pretty much all of that work, manage the orders, did you get it right, customer service. Like there was so many components. It wasn't just bake some cupcakes, customer gets it. It's like the whole product. Do I have all the inventory I need to even bake? Cleaning behind yourself, like so many things. Now that I'm able to take that off my plate and not think through, did I stock the kitchen with enough eggs? Do I still have enough vegetable oil? Do I have this type of flour, this coloring for this cake order? Am I prepared for this upcoming holiday? Like all these different things I no longer have to think about. So it allows me to be a lot clearer when I'm thinking about my business. So for you, you may feel like all I need is just a couple more hours a day and I can get this done. But what you don't realize is the clarity that comes in not factoring in so many other things about your 9 to 5 or your other job that you now can be more clear in your business and in your thoughts in this arena, right? So it's no longer juggling. You're not trying to do so many different things. And recently I was made aware that when you are transitioning from one task to the other, you're constantly wasting about 15 to 25 minutes for every transition that you make in your day. So for me, if I'm like, okay, it's time to get ready to go to the bakery, then that's about a 15, 20-minute prep mentally. Then I have to drive. Then I have to do this. Then these other things are factored in. And if I have to then switch over to doing some coaching work, that's more time that you're losing. So the transitions of time is something that you're not even factoring in, because you think, I'm going to gain more time in my day, so then clearly I'm going to get more done. But you're also going to get more done because you're not transitioning your thoughts from one thing to the next over and over multiple times a day. The last and final piece, number 3, that I'm going to share is being able to keep your word, being consistent, and being able to confidently schedule things and know that you don't have a lot of other factors that can derail your plans. So I will say that while I was running the bakery, coaching, and all of those things, being a mom, being a wife, being a minister, every other hat that I wear, it didn't give me the confidence to book or to plan grand things because I felt like this is going to get derailed. So I kept things small because I knew I could manage that. And that's what I watch my clients do, right? So they know they work a 9 to 5. And so they don't even put themselves out there that much because they're like, I can't even take on the amount of work that I want to take on. So they never push themselves. They never commit to a lot because they know they don't have the capacity to handle it all. So toward the end of me closing the bakery, I knew that my time after this certain date was mine. And I didn't have the distractions. I didn't have to juggle. I was owning my time in a new way. Because I knew that, I'm going to use the words played bigger, stretched myself. And I was comfortable to do that because I knew a last minute order wasn't going to come in, or I wasn't going to be up half the night because the order volume went from, I thought I only had 2 orders to now I have 5, but one person wants 3 cakes and this thing and that thing. And there's like my whole day, right? Just to prep for that, get it done, and have it ready to go out in the morning. So knowing that I didn't have to do that, right? For you, knowing that I'm not spending my time working on projects, dealing with coworkers, the stress of the work environment, none of those things are being factored in. It allows you to start thinking bigger. It allows you to start putting yourself out there, playing bigger, because you know you can back up what you say you're going to deliver. That, to me, is one of the biggest things that you can't even factor in until you're on the other side. So I hope you can hear what I'm saying, feel my excitement, especially because I was able to have some very quick wins in my business. I definitely had things going that was enough motivation for me to do this full time. However, I'm a person just like you, and you get nervous about like, is this going to work? Should I be doing this? Is this the right timing? And yes, it was great timing. It was great. It was just a great move. So I encourage you to not only factor in, can you afford this? Is this the right timing? Of course, if you're married, make sure this is what you can do as it relates to your family and your expenses and your other obligations. But what I'm telling you is, when you choose to leave and bet on yourself and go all in on the things you know your purpose for, so much more changes for you. Your time, your clarity of thought, and being able to keep your word, there's just nothing that compares. Clearly, making money, right? And being able to still support your family the way that you did before and even more. But those things are just so priceless for your personal development, for your professional development, and for you to just feel good about what you're doing, that I would say definitely make sure you factor those into your decision. Put some things on paper, call me for a consultation, whatever it's going to take, but start to put in place your plan to go all in and to go full time on the things that you know your purpose to do. So I'm excited to meet more of you. I would love for you guys to share in the comments some other things that you have factored into your decision for leaving your 9 to 5, especially if you've already done it. If you're still right at that time frame of saying, this is what I want to do, but here's some of my hesitation, share that too, because other people can share their comments on how they jump that specific hurdle, and we can have a good conversation about leaving your 9 to 5. So thank you guys for joining me. This is Win the Day. I'm Tanika D'Souza, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great week. Bye.